Hi guys, it's your girl Brandy again. This is part two of my first video I made. Just wanted to let you know how my day went. Um, my dad wasn't feeling too good today again. Always having problems with his stomach. Every time I go downstairs to go see him, he's always in pain. Um, Always moaning and not feeling good, and so I had to deal with that all day. And you know, I was thinking, I've been so depressed, with my dad having this cancer. But when you take care of somebody that's sick, even if you're just a caretaker for anyone, not just your family, it just makes you so sad and depressed because you're always sitting around waiting to get a phone call or a text that you need to go down and change diapers and go cook and give them their medicine, and it's so depressing. um i just don't I just don't know what to do anymore. I talked to my mom today, and she told me to be strong, that I have to be strong, and that life happens and people die, which I understand. But you could say all you want, and it's still not gonna you're not gonna know how you're gonna feel until that happens. And that's why I'm doing these YouTube videos, because um, I actually want to show people what it's like to go through this, and when that day comes, what it's like after, and how I'm gonna feel, how I'm going to live, what's gonna happen to me, and hopefully I get through this. But we'll see. We'll definitely see what's gonna happen. Um, I just I just don't I just don't believe this is actually happening. It's such a shock to me because, like I said in my other video, I'm not used to this. I'm not used to being scared every minute of the day, always frightened, always scared. It's the most horrible feeling in the world. And people that are living with someone who's very sick, they know how I feel. They know how I feel. And I wish there was a way I could talk to you guys, that you guys could talk back to me and help me. Um, and just help me to get through this, but I can't. I can only talk, but I can't get any advice from you guys, which sucks. But I'm going to have to do this on my own. That's all. I'll just have to do it on my own. Um, you ever notice when someone has cancer, you always look to see if someone that had the same kind of cancer lived or died, or what happened to them? Well, I don't know, you guys, if you guys watch Real Housewives of New York, Bobby Zarin had cancer and he was completely clear of it. And then not long after that, it came back again and he died. And what you do, you compare to other people. And now that I've seen that tonight, now I really know things aren't good, because I know my dad still has that growth on his bladder. I know he does. And if Bobby Zarin died after being cleared from cancer, what the hell's going to happen to my dad? Nothing good. I know that. Nothing good. Um, so now I'm thinking about that all night tonight. Just not fun. You wish that you could just make a magic wand to make everything change, but you can't. And no matter what I do, and I think in my head all day, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to move out, I'm going to find a boyfriend, everything's going to change, something's going to make me happy, but it doesn't. It just doesn't. I can't get it together, guys. I just can't get it together. What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Why can't I get it together? I'm just stuck in this certain place in my mind. But like I said, I've never had to deal with someone dying or deal with death. Trying to fix the light, guys, but I'm not used to dealing with this. So many thoughts go through your head. So many thoughts go through your head. And no matter what anyone says, it's not going to make me feel better. And what's horrible is I've worked for my dad for so long, and all of our customers know us. And every time they call to get something done, they go, "How's your dad? How's your dad doing? Is he okay?" And I gotta tell everybody, "No, my dad has cancer." "Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that." And then I gotta keep explaining it. And then, God forbid, when that day comes, they're gonna call and say, "How's your dad?" And then I'm gonna have to tell them he's not here anymore. How do you just have someone on this earth and then they just disappear? I'm not afraid of dying. I'm really not. I'm afraid of just not being. I'm afraid of not being on this earth. Because once you're gone, you're gone. It's just not fair. Why it Well, I know why it happens. I know why we got cursed. I'm trying to cover my thing, guys. I hate it so bad. I know why we all have to die because of Adam and Eve, but it's just still not fair. How do you lose your children? I mean, how do you deal with that? I can't even deal with this. This is my stepdad, and I can't deal with it. People are really strong. You'd be surprised. I don't think I'm one of those people. I really don't think I'm one of those strong people. But getting it out, talking on here really helps. And I I just you never know what tomorrow's going to bring. I used to know what tomorrow was going to bring. Now I don't. Like tonight I went down to get something and my dad was plopped over on his recliner like that with his arms hanging over, and I said, "Dad, Dad." And he woke up, but most of the time when he's like that, he'll fall asleep. I check to see if he's breathing. Every time I go downstairs, I check to see if he's breathing. It's the most horrible feeling. It's the most horrible feeling. Before he got the pacemaker, his feet were all swollen. That's how I knew he had a heart problem. And every day I look at his feet. Sometimes I don't want to look at them. So when I give him his food, I turn my head and he'll say, "Why do you always turn around when you hand me something?" I said, "I don't want to see your feet. I just don't want to know." This is killing me, guys. It's really killing me. I'm going out of my mind. I'm going out of my mind. Um, and I sleep a lot just to avoid the pain. I don't want to get up. I don't want to deal with every day. I just don't. And I know I sound like I'm such a victim, but I can't help it. Death and sickness and cancer, it smacks you in the face like this is life. This is life right here, baby. This is what life is. This is what it's about. And I wish I didn't have to have feelings. It's a shame we all have to have feelings. And memories. I wish we could have good memories, but I wish that God made it to where all the bad memories go away. And when someone dies, I wish that there's a way God made it to where we just forget about them. We don't have to think about it. Wouldn't that be nice? Then I could deal with it. But it's dealing with all the memories and like, how am I going to live in this house God forbid when that day comes, how am I going to live here? I'm not going to be able to do it, but my son wants to live here. He doesn't want to move. He goes to school around the corner. I can't move out of this town. I'm just going to have to deal with it. And then I think to myself, okay, everything downstairs that my dad sat in, I'm going to put outside and get rid of. I'm going to change everything around. These are the things that go through your head day and night when this is happening to you. Or at least it goes through my head. But people that are going through this know what I'm talking about. They do. And like I said, if I didn't live here and if I was able to take care of myself and not have to depend on my dad, I'd be okay. I'd be able to get through it a lot better. But what girl wants to have all this on their shoulders? What girl wants this? You know, where am I going to live? Where am I going to put my son? Where are we going to live? How am I going to get through this grief? Why is this happening to me? Why doesn't it just go away? I just want it to go away. When I go to bed and I wake up in the morning, when I first wake up, I think everything's okay for about 2 minutes. I'll say, oh, I just dreamt that. This is all a nightmare. But it's all real. It's all real. I'm just so afraid to lose my dad, someone that's been my life. All my life, he's been with me. Always. I'm very close to him. How am I going to do this, guys? How am I going to get through it? But you guys are kind of going to come on this journey with me, I hope. And we'll see what happens. We'll definitely see what happens. And anyone that's going through this, you can learn something from me and see what I do and how I react and how I get my life together. And hopefully I can do the right thing. And I know that I probably will, just for my son. If I didn't have my son, I probably I don't know what I would do. That's the one thing that keeps me going. And the other thing that keeps me going, I think I said in my last video, is that one day I know I'm going to be happy. I know I'm going to be happy. I'm going to wake up and not have to think about this, not have to look to see if someone's feet are swollen, not have to see if your dad's urine is clear or if it has blood in it. I just want to be happy, that's all. And I don't want to check urine and do all this stuff. It's not what I want to do. It's just not what I want to do. My mother, I don't want to tell her anything because I don't want to upset her. She has her own problems. She has her own life. My brother has kids, a wife. I don't want to bother him. I'm the only one that lives here. So I'm the one that has to deal with everything. So I just wish I would have been like my brother and worked somewhere else 20 years ago and not been in this. I just never thought this was going to happen. I never thought this was going to happen. I almost lost my dog about 2 months ago. I don't know how but you know what I just thought of? When I thought I was going to lose my dog, I got so strong. I didn't have the money to take her to the vet. So she had some kind of UTI infection. I didn't know that at first, but for 2, 3 weeks, she was so lethargic. She wouldn't eat. She turned into bones. But I didn't have the money for the vet. And I thought, what am I going to do here? I can't let my dog die. And I went into survival mode. And I actually got human antibiotics, took a cheese grater, scraped half of the pill in a syringe with milk, and for 1 week, I shot the milk and half of an antibiotic, the powder from it, into my dog's mouth. And a week later, my dog came back to life. Now she's chubby. She has all her energy back. So I did go into survival mode and I saved my dog's life. So maybe I will be okay. But who knows? Like I said, when you're going through this, your mind plays tricks on you. You you go out of your mind. You're constantly thinking and thinking and thinking. So, but maybe maybe I will be okay. But you guys will see. And I'm gonna go to bed because I've had another bad day. And I'm sorry for always crying, you guys. I just got to get this out. I do. And one day when I get on here, I don't know when that day's gonna be, but I won't be crying. Hopefully, I'll be happy. Hopefully everything will change. But we'll see. But you guys will definitely come on that journey with me. We have to say goodnight to Gigi, right? The baby, my little baby. Every night we gotta say goodnight to Gigi. Say goodnight. Say goodnight, everybody. Say hi. This is Gigi and Marie Caranchi. You love everybody? Yeah. This is the one I saved her life. I saved this little baby's life. She was dying. I always say to her, Mommy saved your life. She knows. I'm going to put her back to bed. She's so tired. All right. I love you guys. I'll be on here tomorrow night, let you know about what tomorrow's going to be. Subscribe and like.